It's that time again. It's time for 2 looks, 1 palette, and I'm super excited to do this video. Today we are going to be featuring the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Mini Breaker palette. This is one of my absolute all-time favorite palettes just because it's colorful, but it's also neutral. So I'm pretty sure you can guess that one eye is going to be colorful and one eye is going to be warm-toned neutral. So we are going to go ahead and get into it. Hot Fudge is also what's in my brows today if you are curious about that. Okay, so I'm going to be using my LA Colors Eye Primer in matte finish. I'm trying to get as many of these done as I can, as fast as I can, because I want to have this series over with. So my eyes look like they hurt. They do. I filmed like 8 of these yesterday. Also, I have face makeup on. Some of it's been removed because I took off my eye makeup because I filmed another video. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to get into it and apply the primer. I love eye primer. I want to try Jacqueline's new eye primer, and I want to try Dominique's eye primer. I also heard About Face has a good eye primer also that Angelica Nikivist was loving. I was watching one of her videos, and she was loving it. So that makes me want to try it. I've really been into the more like not mainstream YouTubers like Angelica Nikivist, Morgan Turner, and Heather Austin. Okay, so I'm pretty positive that you know what, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just dive into this chocolates palette and set the eye down just to be on the safe side, because sometimes I actually prefer not setting this primer, but sometimes I actually like to have a clear base like that. So, and I do things in this series that are just kind of crazy. I mean, I'm testing out makeup. I'm trying to find new ways to use these palettes. I really want to build off of this Vila ColourPop Super Shock Shadow because I want to know if I should keep it or not. So I'm going to just go ahead and this shadow, I can tell you right now, is not staying. Just from the feel of it, it's got to go in the trash. Because it's not super shocky anymore. My eyes feel painful. So I'm going to try and build off of that. I'm glad I got to try this one more time. I know it's time to get rid of it. So working that out of my collection, we're going to just go ahead and do the neutral eye on this side. So I'm going to take double scoop on my Luxie mini angled brush. I love brushes like these. I have so many of them where they're like actual angles. You can totally use them for nose contour too. And I'm going to just blend that into the crease. I was thinking about doing the colorful eye first, but I wanted to test out that Vila shadow to see if it was past its expiration date, and it is. There is no highlight in this palette to use in your inner corner, so that is something that sucks. I'm going to take Orange Crush, which is a sequin shade. It's matte orange, but it has glitter in it. It's a sequin. If you're familiar with ColourPop's sequin shades, it's like that, but more toned down. It does not have as much glitter as ColourPop's sequin shades. These two shades, I'm just going back and forth between the two, mix so well together, honestly. And then all I'm going to do is take Slice, which is this golden color right here on the finger. And I'm just going to cover Vila because Vila did not end up being what I wanted it to be. And just dipping between Orange Crush and Double Scoop and blending that out. And it's a pretty simple, easy look, honestly. Okay, I'm just going to take this lip brush from Eco Tools and just take Double Scoop and then Orange Crush. And then I'm going to clean it off and take Slice and make sure Slice is in the inner corner as well. And on the inner corner of the lower lash line also. Because I just want this color everywhere since I don't have something to brighten my inner corner up with. And I can't have a brow bone highlight, so That was my goal with that. Alright, so pretty simple and easy, kind of, it's warm tone, but it's neutral look with this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and decide on liner and lashes. I'll be right back. I have it picked out. I am going to do a wing, probably do a wing with the other one also. So I'm going to take my NYC liquid liner. I love this stuff. If you can still get your hands on it, it's amazing. This is my last backup I had of it, so once it's gone for me. Did a wing. You need more juice? So I'm going to take my ColourPop Creme Gel Eyeliner in the shade Cherry Pie. I've really been featuring this a lot in these two looks, one palette. Which makes me think, since I do a ColourPop order pretty much every month, that I should get more of these. I don't know, we'll see. And I'm going to use the Maybelline Snapscara in Black Cherry to play off that warm tone, I guess. Ironically, the day that I'm filming this, it's Brandon's birthday. He turns 23. Crazy. Right, so okay with that. Now, let's move on to the other eye, and whoo, we're going to do something super colorful. We're going to go pink with this. I think you can tell I'm going to do the pinks and the purples. So I wanted to show you guys, because I talk all the time about how you can do a neutral, warm tone look whenever I talk about this in my eyeshadow videos, and you can do a pink, purple, colorful look. So I want to actually show you guys the two looks you can do. So on my e.l.f. Defining Eye Brush, I'm just going to take bubble gum and start that everywhere in the crease. Because this one is actually lighter than the other pink in this palette, so that is what I'm doing. It's just basically setting the colorful transition down. I mean, it's still super colorful and pigmented, and you can see it. Kind of looks almost pastel on the eyes on camera, but it's not pastel at all. I wonder if I swatch it, if it'll still look pastel on camera. It still does, yeah. I think it's because of the lights. Yeah, it's got to be because of the lights. Can you stop kicking your mother? It's so mean when you do that, Kai. So I'm going to go into Foreplay. I'm not going to lie. Foreplay and Oral are the only reasons I wanted this palette, because they are exclusive to this palette, and I do not regret it. They're very unique shades. This is a very cool tone pink. Almost runs purple, which is why I like to use this shade with bubblegum whenever I'm doing a pink purple look, because the Foreplay shade really connects to the purple. Alright, so just use this brush, I think. No, I'll just use my fingers. Alright, I'm going to take Oral, which I always dive into this shade whenever I'm using it, this palette for colorful looks, because it's kind of a toned down duochrome. It's kind of like got purple and blue in it. It's a very unique shade. And it's actually a shade I don't have in my collection. And when I'm thinking about palettes that I'm keeping, I'm looking for palettes that give me inspiration, and I'm looking for palettes that are so unique that I don't have something like that in my collection. And that shade is something I don't have in my collection, which is why it's not going to be leaving my collection anytime soon. So I put that on the inner part. I'm going to take Bite Me, which is the metallic purple, which Morgan Turner loves purple. I love purple. She inspires me. I'm putting that on the outer part, just on my finger. Really pressing that in there. Thank you, Kai. I love that you try to help. I think he's getting tired. So I'm just going to take Foreplay again and try to blend this out. I was thinking of putting Purple Punch in the crease, but then I remember previously I had a 2 looks 1 palette video where I mixed a matte purple from Jeffree with another vibrant color and it didn't end up well. So that is why, stop Kai. Here, take your bubba. I'm going to just take Purple Punch, which is that matte purple I was just talking about. And I'm going to have it be a pop on the lower lash line. And I'm glad I didn't put that in the crease because it's actually blending out pretty patchy on the lower lash line as well. This is a shade I don't really tend to reach for. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually, I think, the first time I've used it on the eyes. It can swatch gorgeous, but it can still be patchy on the eyes. You know, don't go off of your swatches. Alright, so I think that is it for this eye. Let me go off camera and decide on liner and lashes. I'll be right back. I have decided. Of course, I said it earlier, I was going to go for a wing, so I'm going to use the NYC liquid liner again, because I'm trying to go through this, so, because I'm always trying to go through my products. Alright, did a wing. It's probably going to burn like it did on the other side. Taking my Urban Decay and Prince eyeliner in So Dark. I debated using something colorful on the waterline, but then I decided no, I didn't want to with this look. And then I'm going to take my Anastasia Lash Brag Mascara and call it a day. So exciting. And I don't go anywhere whenever I do these videos, so I actually do wear 2 different makeups on my eye. Like, I don't go and take this off right away. Like, I actually do wear it for a little bit. Alright, so this is great. Okay, so we have completed my 2 looks 1 palette using the Jeffree Star Mini Breaker palette. What do you guys think about the 2 looks I created using this palette? I basically just used this palette other than setting my eye primer, which you don't absolutely have to do. Other than that, everything was from this palette because that Vila didn't really affect the slice shade, so I want to know what you guys think. Alright, this is the neutral warm toned eye. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I used only the three warm shadows from this palette, so I really want to know what you guys think about it. And now there is the colorful eye. I went a little overboard with the purple on the lower lash line, but just forget that. You don't have to do that if you recreate this look. I did something very colorful, purple and pink, with this palette. It's pretty cool how different the looks ended up being, because if you look at this palette you wouldn't really see that, but this is what I see when I look at this palette, is these 2 eye looks. So you have a very warm tone look and a very cool tone look, which is kind of unique that you have warm tone and cool tones in the same little palette. That's a 9-pan. Natasha Denona has a palette like this. It's not anywhere near this colorful, but it is warm tones and cool tones. So, anyways, I really want to know what you guys think about this palette and what you think about the eyes. Do you prefer this orange crush eye, or do you prefer this Foreplay, oral, whatever you want to call it, bubblegum eye? Alright, let me know down below. I'm going to end this video here. Kai has his feet sticking up, and I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed, so like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really helps my channel out, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys!